Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight. Welcome back to another episode of Dead Cells. Our last on-camera run ended a little bit. I got distracted there, so I done a run or two off camera. I got distracted while basically ripping into, for no particular reason, Batman v Superman. Well, except for the fact that I guess it was kind of justified. It was an awful movie. Seriously, though, because, you know, Justice League coming out and all, and my hopes that Justice League is better than what I thought Batman vs. Superman was. I think that's a reasonable thing to say. Anyway, but more importantly, let's not get distracted again. And make sure we win. Because, you know, winning, some have told me, is everything. Others have told me it's not really all that. I don't really know why I wasted my time with that. But it was fun to hit them. I mean, it's usually fun to hit things, isn't it? I think so. Look at that. Isn't that fun? We hit him. He's now dead. Assuming he was ever alive, anyway. I mean, you know how it is with these zombie things. This is just leading us, yeah, to the sewers. We don't want to do that. I believe this is this an ossuary run? I'm gonna make it an ossuary run. Because I like the ossuary. It's a nice place to visit. And it's where I want to go today, at any rate. Then we'll, you know, kind of swap it up. And so our entire life goal right now basically revolves around attempting, as best as we can. I didn't, in the, like, very brief look I gave that, I didn't see any, actually, you know what, I'll grab that chicken. Excellent, that's exactly what I was looking for, is a stat upgrade. Specifically, another strength upgrade, because you know how I love my strength upgrades. They're so nice. Whoop. I'll grab that money as well, because money is also nice, and as we have established before, it is what causes the world to spin in a circular direction. Circular? Revolutionary direction. It makes it revolve, is what I'm saying. Anyway, but let's get back into, instead of weird talk about nothing, let's actually talk about something cool. So, yeah. Nothing to say, huh? Good old Gaslight. You're always never tongue-tied. Always, never, always. Whatever you are, you have done it again. Let's see. Freezing would probably be useful, and you know what? A better sword would also be useful. But, you know, we'll totally go for that. I think we've more or less picked a good thing. Plus, if we take damage, we're basically guaranteed to end up at half health, which will then result in us being stronger than you could possibly imagine. Which, speaking of the Star Wars references, yeah, I'm looking forward to The Last Jedi. I mean, I'm trying not to set any expectations for it, because that was my strategy with The Force Awakens, because when I heard they were making a sequel trilogy to Star Wars, I thought to myself, I don't know if that's going to be any good. So I went into the movie with no expectations whatsoever, and was pleasantly surprised, even though it basically ended up being a shot-for-shot remake of A New Hope. I mean, A New Hope was a good movie, and I'm willing to trust that the filmmakers did that intentionally, possibly to set up, you know, some kind of theme about eternal recurrence or something. I don't know. I'm not a filmmaker. People don't pay me money to write movies that make billions of dollars. If they did, that would be awesome, but I don't see myself as a screenwriter. Mostly because I've never written, that's the word you're looking for. Good job convincing people that you can actually write Gaslight. Never written a screenplay. Though, it is something that I have considered just, you know, to vary my hobby of writing, which is all it is right now, just a hobby, until someday when I actually get around to get something published. I'm working on that now, actually, but once again, I'm putting my dreams there on hold while I work on the whole move thing that we've got going on right now. But after that, I should be right on track again. I mean, I've been mostly just doing a couple of edits. As I think I said last time I talked about my writing at all, having a hard time with naming. Because I created a couple of placeholder names for characters and places that I don't want them to be like the final names. Mostly because I feel some of them are too close to existing names that are perhaps a little bit too famous. But that's just my opinion, man. We'll figure out things anyway, but like I was saying, I mean, I wouldn't mind writing a screenplay, or maybe a graphic novel. I mean, that's kind of what a screenplay is, isn't it? I mean, in like the loosest sense of the word, maybe. Okay, guys, calm your... Okay, there we go. That's better. Anyway, basically, I guess what I'm saying is, I like writing, and I like the idea of being able to write different styles. You know, like different kinds of content. Just out of, you know, just as a exercise in getting better at stuff. Anyway, yeah, getting back to the whole Last Jedi thing. Like, I mean, I'll admit, if it's literally just a shot-for-shot effective, well, kind of like, if it's basically what The Force Awakens was, where it ends up basically just being a remake, effectively, of Empire Strikes Back, I might be a little disappointed. But as long as you can tell there's like a thematic reason for doing it, then I guess, you know, that'd be cool. As long as it's thematically appropriate is what I'm saying. I mean, that's the whole point of storytelling, right? You gotta have your... Everything's gotta have meaning to it. And by that I mean, like, not literally everything, like, you know, the random tree that is described in the background doesn't have to, like, be some, like, deep metaphor for, like, humanity's connection to the Earth or whatever. But, seriously, though, I mean, it's crazy how people read, like, ridiculously deep things into writing sometimes. I mean, then again, I guess that's how they justify getting their paychecks, since people make careers out of that sort of thing, and if people found out it was all just a sham, they might be wondering what they were doing giving people money for these sorts of things all these years. Like, I guess probably one of the most notable examples might be Moby Dick. Apparently, like, you have scholars who have made entire careers, entire generations of literary, righty people. Good word choice, Gaslight. You have, like, the best words of all time. Anyway, you know, people have made entire careers out of trying to interpret the secret meaning behind Herman Melville's seminal work. And I've heard some interesting stories about those things. Like, I think he actually wrote, like, another book before Moby Dick that was, like, basically the same story, but, like, almost a practice run? I don't know. I don't know that much, because I don't care enough about what I read to, like, want to scrutinize every single word that I'm reading. Unless I know going in that I'm reading something that, by design, has, you know, some stuff that will probably fly over your head unless you're actually paying attention to it. But then again, that's not really why I read. I don't read to feel like some smarty. I thought I saw a secret there, but I did not. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I read for enjoyment mostly, and that's mostly what I write for. I mean, I probably slipped some subtle political messages in there, or something, I don't know. Or not so subtle. I don't know what I write about. It's stuff that interests me. Whatever happens to tickle my fancy on that particular day, or night, whenever I happen to, you know, get some time to sit down at the old computer and type out some stuff. Stuff that might not actually have any meaning. But that's what I do. Because, you know, I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, so, aside from all of that, what else do we have to talk about today? Oh, you know what? Probably worth mentioning is, you know, Happy Halloween to everyone who celebrates Halloween out there, since I do believe this episode will be coming out at general Halloween time. Do I want to go check out that one area over here? We've got the time. There's also a shop over there. I I don't recall whether I checked out the shop or not. I don't think I did. Because... Or no, wait, no, I did. I checked out a shop. Let's see, you are the Valmont's Whip. You don't have anything special about you. Not to say that you're not good, it's just... I can't make the Valmont's Whip work to its maximum potential, because I'm kinda not good at hitting enemies with just the tip. Just the tip of the staff. By staff, I mean tip of the whip. Unfortunately, it's just not one of my abilities. It's not something I can do. Wait a minute, wasn't there a challenge room? Yeah, there's a challenge room. We could go back and do that challenge room, but I feel like I don't want to do that. Oh, but Gaslight, you might as well at least try. You may fail, but at least, you know, you have tried, and that's 10 extra cells in it for you if you succeed, so... It works. Whoa. Alright, I can't, like, one-shot people. But... don't have to. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. Works like a dream. Oh god. I was pretty genuinely scared for my life there. Fortunately, it turned out I had nothing to fear. Oh dear. Except for these guys. And we've got like 2 minutes to finish this. Alright. Alright, that took care of that. Alright. And here we go. Ooh, I thought I had just about overdid it there. As I sometimes do, and by sometimes I mean, like, it's a recurring problem for me. Does this level just keep going forever? Like, it feels like it keeps going forever. Oh, but there it is. Okay. Not too bad. Though I have to say, I wouldn't mind if there was a bit, like just a bit of a change to the way these worked, where maybe some of them were like all combat challenges and others were like all platforming challenges and others were, as they are currently, where there's like a bit of a mix of the two. Not that I have any problem with how they are now, just that I wouldn't mind if there was a change. Or maybe, what if they were multiple paths? You'd only have time to go down one of the paths, and one would be a combat challenge, and one would be a platforming challenge. Excuse me. Oh, wait, we actually have more cells to spend here. There we go. That was probably worth it. Alright, so once again, we go into the dank, dark sepulcher area, which I like, but I am looking forward to having new levels that we can play in so that we do not have to necessarily go down the same paths each time, seeing as... For me personally, like, I love the general gameplay mechanics, but going down the same path every time is starting to get a little bit stale for me, so I have to assume it might feel the same way with you guys, because in the current state of the game, as fun as it is, we've sort of hit, like, a point where, like, yeah, we're missing 2 blueprints, but we're not, strictly speaking, like, we don't need them in order to play the game. Like, the Crusher and the Decoy are items that I don't even really see well, the Crusher I remember having, like, a lot of fun with way back in ye olden days when it was a fairly newly introduced item that you could only get in, like, what was the precursor to present daily runs. Excuse me, sir. Oh. Anyway. Good job, Gaslight. Oh, wait, hang on, I'm not done with you guys yet. Oh, gimme. There we go, that's the good stuff. Hello, friendo. Nicely done. Though I might actually want to take a bit of damage here so that we can actually take advantage of the, like, guaranteed criticals that are attached to this weapon. But then again, I also know myself rather well, and I know there is a greater than 0 probability that if I were given that opportunity, I would probably end up squandering it. Alright, another skill upgrade. It's nice. No, you don't. Boom, bang, bottle. What does bottle mean? I don't know. It's just one of those words that has no real meaning and doesn't really need to exist, but it exists anyway, because why not? And that is how it is, basically. Anyway, yeah, so, again, really excited about... actually, wrong place, Gaslight. Which one of these is the portal to the thing? Not any of the ones close to us, so I guess we might as well just go back here and kind of retrace our steps, because that's all we can do. Because that's life. Sometimes, anyway. Sometimes life is not quite so linear. But yeah. I mean, it does occur to me that, like... As I'm pretty sure I've said, like, a million times by now, but... Could you imagine if, like, a beta for the November update came out, like, today, for instance. Today of all days. The day being, you know, when this episode comes out. That would feel kind of silly. I mean, it wouldn't really matter, like, in the grand scheme of things, in the sense that, like, if it did come out on the 31st, we did have, like, a Halloween time for the update, it wouldn't matter, because I wouldn't be able to play it anyway, because by the 31st, I am going to be hacked, and everything will be moved out. So that'll be fun. Alright, we need some light in this, this place. Oh, there it is. I actually wonder sometimes how this light mechanic really works, or the darkness mechanic, because it felt like I wasn't getting, hurt by the darkness. Like, in the sense that I would have figured. I thought I'd been in the dark long enough that I would have started taking damage, but then again... Maybe I had just luckily managed to be in the light just a little bit, or I'd, like, nicked it. And was not in the dark as long as I thought I'd been. Yeah, you know what? A frantic sword, it's a good item, but and, you know, in most cases, it's an item I'm happy to have. But I'm thinking in this case, I might actually consider... Oh, there's, like, a whole area all the way back down there that I'm gonna have to go investigate, isn't there? Because, you know me, I have to investigate these things. I mean, I don't. I could just ignore it. I mean, what could possibly be down there that's all that exciting, right? Well, that was rude. Rude spinny top guy. I'll have to kill all of your friends for that. Oh, wait, you know what? I bet that's where we will find, at the end of the day, that's gonna be where... like the little thing where you can buy cells are for this particular level. +1 skills, +1 skills. It's all good stuff. And I should be grateful for the privilege of, you know, picking up any one of those items. But it doesn't feel like the item, you know? Like, the one true item. Gonna, you know, waste a couple of seconds and possibly start taking dark damage here. Solely. Okay, where is the light? Oh dear. We're dying, man. Alright, there we go. There's a door. Let's find... There's gotta be a portal somewhere nearby. I mean, surely they wouldn't leave me hanging here. I mean, they might. By might, I mean, like, totally would. The game does like generating such levels where there's not really a lot of, you know, I could... You know what? I should have gone with that. Bow of Then we could have had like a true archer type run. Then we would have had infinite arrows, plus we would have had our infantry bow here, which would have given us like the real hits that keep on coming. Oh, jeez. The shortcuts are spread apart. Sometimes less generally than, or less generously, rather, is the word I was looking for, than in other, oh dear. Than in other runs. But sometimes we don't need that generosity, and it's all right. Mostly, usually, sort of. Watch this doesn't even go anywhere. That would be hilarious. But it does, but I don't want to pay the money for that. Okay, so we know for a... Okay, we don't know for a fact now that the paid door is waiting for us just around the river bend. Which, you know, speaking of songs from Disney movies, aren't they making like a live-action remake of Aladdin now? To be honest with you, there's a part of me that wonders if we need these remakes of such timeless classic films. I mean, I haven't actually watched... Actually, I haven't watched a Disney movie, like a recent Disney movie, in a very long time, now that I think about it. So I guess I can't talk about Disney's quality one way or the other. What could be down there? There could be anything, really, but we're not going to worry about... I don't know if that's just me sucking, or if that's just like a weird controller issue that sometimes happens. Excuse me, friend. I'll take that. There we go. Didn't even manage to one-shot them. That's pretty pathetic, actually, but such is the life, as it were. Alright, on to the graveyard. Though I think my biggest, like, the big thing I'm hoping is that this awakening of the Dreamers level, or whatever it's gonna be called, I really should, like, look that up again just to make sure I've got the name right. I'm not feeding fake news out to my valued viewers here because, you know, fake news is bad. But anyway, I'm hoping that it's like an alternate path to the graveyard and the Watcher fight. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see. Because who can truly know what the future holds until you get there? I mean, there's actually some people who are better at, you know, looking at current and past events and predicting what's going to happen than others. I am not one of them. And it's a cursed chest, which we always love those. Okay, here's our chance. We could do what I said we should do earlier. I mean, why not? Oh wait, actually I know why not. Because bows are not necessarily the best for fighting the whoozamacallits, the bats. But then again, that's kind of a cop-out, Gaslight. You should totally try it. Might be fun. I better not die here. Ah, where'd you come from, Mr. Bat? A bat totally came out of nowhere. Or he was just frozen just gently off screen. Which is actually probably far more likely than there being some kind of conspiracy of bats coming out of nowhere. As bats coming out of nowhere makes no sense. Then again, life doesn't have to make sense. I mean, it's nice when it does, but it doesn't have to. Alright, let's see here. Arrows fall from the victim, freezy stuff lasts longer, slows down all nearby enemies. I mean, I like it, but I think we're gonna go with our freezy goodness. Which actually makes me think now. All we're missing is like a frost dagger or a frost sword or something. Something so that, like, we can have like a full fire theme going for ourselves here if we want it. But we can't have a full ice theme. We also can't have a full lightning theme either. I don't remember there being any lightning themed like skill items. So we need more of those, is what I'm saying. More lightning-themed items. More of everything is better. Also, I saw the secret over there. Don't you worry, I'm going for it. Probably once I kill that guy. just so we don't have to worry about him hitting us in the face, because, generally speaking, I don't know about you, but I don't like getting hit in the face. There we go. And bats can die. Chuckles can also die. He's going to a better place. He's going to zombie heaven. I mean, I guess technically I don't know if these guys are undead or not, but I like to pretend they are. So that's how I'm going to choose to interpret them. Oh, it's a throwing knife. You know what? That actually feels right. There we go. That's the good stuff. Now we've got our strength, we've got our bow, we've got our knives, and every time we freeze people, we shall release more arrows, so it totally works. We weren't able to do it until the very end, mostly because I didn't really try that hard. Okay. This is where the throwy daggers come in handy. Always good. Always a treat, really. Then we'll just kind of... Beautiful. Alright, that, whoa. Thought for sure I was going to be able to just roll over that and look all cool. But I was wrong. As I sometimes am. I mean, it probably would be boring if I was right all the time. But then again, there are some times where it's probably better to just not be wrong. But then again, your mileage may vary on that. Alright, see, it all works out. I mean, the only thing we have to do now is kill every single enemy we fight, or else we'll end up being short on arrows. Man, this is... No, get out of the way! Stupid zombie people popping up out of the woodwork and making me miss. That's not how we do things in Gaming by Gaslight's Canadistan. That'd be a weird name for Canada. That is. But it also sounds kind of... It's nice to say, isn't it? It's a funny word to say. Funny, or at least... It's okay, I guess. I like it, and I shall continue using it. Probably. At least when I'm not just saying regular old Canada. Good old Canada. It's always been there for me. Of course, then again, I suppose in fairness, I've only left the country a handful of times, and I've never even left my home continent of North America. Truly shameful. For someone who claims to be a xenophile, loving other people's cultures and ways of doing things. I don't know. I just think it's interesting, the world that is. All the people living in it, doing their people things. And somehow, you know, getting along, or not. Sometimes they don't. But sometimes they do, and it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? I'm trying to think I might sermonize that whole angle of things a bit too much. But it's there. It's just what I do, so yeah. I guess live with it, I suppose, is what I'm really saying. Nothing I really want to switch out there today. So, thank you, Shopkeeper Man, but no thank you. We're powerful enough with the setup we've got right now, so I don't see the need to change. One of these days, man. And by one of these days, I mean it's already happened, like, dozens of times in the past where we have, you know, murdered ourselves on our own hoist with our own petard, as it were. Oh, beautiful. And what do we got in here? Money. Money that we can't use to buy things that we don't want. That's the American dream right there. Not really. But still. Oh, what have we got here? Okay. This also causes enemies to... Cross-related slowdown, slows down. We'll go with this one, I guess. I mean, they were all good choices. If only I could hold a third skill item. I don't know what button I would press in order to activate it, but that's That's the only way I could have seen myself making that choice easier. Then again, not all choices are meant to be easy. Beautiful again. Alright, where is... Aha, there's Inquisitor. The Archbishop, as he were. Oh boy. I am so lucky those daggers, like, actually have a penetrating effect. Or we will not be in a very good position right now. Okay, good job. I feel like I'm doing less damage the deeper into this place I go. Which, I'm not sure whether I should assume that feeds into my conspiracy theory that picking up stat upgrades also makes enemies slightly stronger. Oh, ooh, if I want more strength... I mean, at this point in the game, it doesn't really matter. I mean, that extra strength will help, but it's not... like the be-all, end-all, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Just a quick look there, make sure there's not any possible way I'm missing anything. It looks like there is no possible way I'm missing anything, so let's go in and finish this run-up, shall we? In victory, as we were destined to do, really. Alright, what do we got here? Just a nice, slow road on down to the Insufferable Crypt, where we've had many fine memories, and yet... as fine as those memories are, I still, again, really look forward to the day. Also, perfect. That was suspiciously perfect, getting exactly 33, which is what we needed to get that down to a nice, even 100. But anyway, I look forward to the day when we don't have to come down here and, you know, we get some other boss opportunities just to spice things up. Because I like a bit of spice in my life. Apparently. Okay. Jolly good. Alright, not bad, not bad. Okay, also not bad. Oh, come on. Come on, buddy. That slowdown really speaks to me, doesn't it? Oh, God. No, freeze what you're doing. Freeze in place. Let me heal myself. Ah, dang it. Alright, that takes care of that, but we know that tentacles are still inbound. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, we're a little short on arrows right now. Okay, good job. Oh, he does it now. Beautiful, beautiful. He's dead now. Whoa. Oh, come on. Come on now, you. I know you want to die for me. By die for me, I mean live in peace and harmony. Come on. Shucks. We have not had a run as great as that one, like, quadruple damage run for a while. Dang it. Where's the... Okay, there we go. No! Jimmy. Oh. Okay, there we go. Took out another one. Good job. And, come on, finish him off, finish him off. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. He is dead now. That worked. Somehow. Beautiful, alright. Come on, and... Whoa! Brendo, where are you going? No, please stop that. Stop. Good job. I jumped right into it. And you are dead. That worked out nicely. I think we could have done better, but we also could have done worse, so, you know, pretty run-of-the-mill run, really. So, with that in mind, I'm going to wrap things up here. Until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below, and I will see all you in the next video.